it's highs and lows, and that's what I've been saying with this thing. It's just highs and lows with it because at times, yeah, I even feel like, oh my God, this is so overwhelming. This is crazy. But then again, I also it's like instantaneously. It's like you got to get it done. We got it's like you got to do it. It's what's got to be done right now for survival, for everything. The community aspect and the response of Asheville was beautiful. I mean, that was one of the most in awe moments. For real, for real. Just to see the response of the community before FEMA, before all the big organizations started to come in. It was just a responsive community. Like, even with the kids just pitching in, like, how can I help? I can carry the water. I carry the water. I'll carry the jugs of water. I'll do this. I'll do that. And it was just like beautiful to see. And I just hope that we keep this connection after we come up out of this because, I mean, it's just a beautiful thing, honestly. It's really a beautiful thing. Give you a little insight of what my day was during the Hurricane Helene and still to the day. Like, I felt like I was in the army. I'm gonna be completely honest. Every day, no power, no water. And I'm waking up, my first thing is turn on the radio. Turning on the radio about 6:30 in the morning, sometimes 5:30 in the morning, because I got to get out and beat the people. So it was just like a race to resources, a race to get things. So I was on the radio every morning, brushing my teeth on the porch, listening to the radio on the porch, just like taking it in, getting my mind and everything ready, getting my patience ready, because those lines and everything was just overwhelming and just something we've never been through ever. Never something I've seen before. So it was a humbling experience, a learning experience. I want to pick up waters from my grandmother, pick up waters from my grandfather, pick up waters from my girls, from my family, and also helping her family while, because our people's working like medical. So they were at work while these different organizations were handing out the resources and stuff. So we had to get the things for them because by the time they got off, there was nothing. So before we started the distribution center up here at My Daddy Taught Me That, I was more so in my neighborhood at Maple Crest assisting with elderly and gas. Just being a doughboy, honestly, just trying to help and do whatever is necessary. So we even helped change some tires down. Also collecting waters and delivering waters with Daniel Young, another community health worker. And then once we started doing the distribution hub here, it just amplified on a whole nother level. I mean, with the help of Mr. Brian Randall and everybody else coordinating different things, it amplified our assistance and resource level on a whole different level. And it's really still hard to capture. And it's really hard to express and explain what really was going on during that moment. Like, I wasn't actually here during the whole week because a tree came through my apartment. But to stay on topic, it was just a beautiful thing to see. We filled up this warehouse 14 times, and I mean, right now it really just seems like 14 times wow. But like if you got to see like the square foot and whatever was going on and how many bodies it took to unload different trucks and how many trucks came, man, it was overwhelming, but it was a beautiful moment and we helped a lot of families, and that's what it's about. At My Daddy Taught Me That, during our weekly discussions, I was about to start planning our college tours. So that's the one thing that's kind of up on hold right now. But but the kids, I feel for the kids, honestly. Well, I feel for the parents too. We need internet. We need Wi-Fi. It's boring. We need something to do. It's nothing to do. And it's like, I don't even honestly know how to respond because I'm in the same boat. And I don't want to complain or like feel like I'm defeated because we got to take it one day at a time. And that's just been my message to everyone. One day at a time, bro. One day at a time. And now that we're kind of a little bit coming up and some people are getting power now, I'm starting to ask the students, like, now that you got power, what are some of the things that you could go without? And how does it feel? Like, were you okay? Like, did you survive? Did you live? Was it okay? Like, you're fine. And those are just the learning aspects of the experience. So that's just where I'm at with it. Because I look at it like, how can we come up out of this in a positive light? Like, complaining's not going to help nobody. Pouting's not going to help nobody. So how do I put the boots on and get it done? Even though it's hard, sometimes it seems hard, but I just see the good in everything. I try to see the good in everything, even with this hurricane. Like, so now we're kind of like back to the basics. Back to the basics of my daddy taught me at NKO Training Solutions with the youth. So today we started our homeschool model for the community. Boys and girls, middle school and high school is back there. We have three licensed teachers. We're doing integrated math, reading, and science for the next duration of time until they get a timeline of when school's gonna come back. Beautiful it is to see kids again in this type of limelight. They are and how bought in they are already to the system, and they're already working on their projects. This is what I love to do. I like to be around the students, to be around the kids, even though the distribution service was nice to do. This is my lane. This is like where I want to be. So it was very, very lovely to walk in to see kids again.